Hi guys, my name is Miriam and welcome to my channel. Well, Christmas is drawing near, so I thought that this week's tutorial should be a Christmas tree. But let's take a look at it. Here you can see the colors we're going to use today. I've taped my paper down and we're ready to go. To begin with, I make a very light sketch just to keep track on where my paint is going. Since this is one of my longer videos, I've chosen to show you the whole process without many cutouts. So I begin with wetting the paper before I drop in paint, because I think working wet in wet gives this type of painting the best results. Then I go in with my grayish blue, working from dark to light down the page. I want it to be lightest in the bottom of the painting because there's snow there. Later we will be darkening the background even further, but for now this is enough. Now I pick up color from my ivory green pen. Still working wet in wet. I really want those colors to flow together. And I'm just dabbing in the color as you see me do here because I think that gives a very nice effect. And when we're working wet in wet and dabbing the color in, it's allowed to flow, or it will flow. So I really love that effect. Then I go in with the shadow green and just dab that in as well. I leave room for the color underneath to shine through. If you're giving this tree a go, please feel free to share it in my Facebook group, Miriam Thompson Art Studio Community. Very long name, I know. I would love to see your paintings. If you're on Instagram, feel free to tag me so I can see your paintings. I have left a link in the description down below. Now I pick up my size 6 brush because I want to drop in some of the saffron yellow. Look how nicely they spread. This is to give the impression that the tree has lights on. Now I'm adding some blue-gray deep to darken the tree a bit. And you know the effect you see here, well, with all the colors flowing together, that's why I've chosen to work wet in wet, because this really gives such a beautiful effect. And now I have picked up one of my calligraphy brushes, because I want the edges of my tree to have a brushed look. I'm dragging the color with a dry brush. Now I'm going in with Ectu beige to make the lights on the tree even lighter. Most of the places I'm dabbing it in on top of the yellow circles I see. Now I wet the background with my flat brush, because I now want to make the background darker. I go in with the blue-gray deep. Remember not to paint the ground where the snow is. Then I pick up my number 6 round brush to make some splatter with the white. I don't want too much of that on the tree, so I try to avoid that and just put it in the background. I'm still working wet in wet, and this paper is a really good paper because it keeps wet for quite a long while. So if your painting is drying up very fast, make sure to wet the area where you're going to paint before you put in paint, because that's quite important that the paint is allowed to flow. And now I just want to define the brushed look at the edge of the tree some more, and I do that with a dry calligraphy brush. Calligraphy brush, hard word to say. And then I add some more yellow to the lights. And here I'm just removing some of the hard edges that occurred when I darkened the background. I use a damp brush to do that. Now I'm adding in some more white in the background. And if you don't have the Kuretake watercolors, you could use some white gouache instead. Now the whole painting is completely dry, and just to make a little bit of sparkle, I go in and make some small stars with my gold ink pen. This one is a Posca pen. I'm quite pleased with that. And here, when everything is dry, I just think I need a little bit more snow. So I go in with my white paint. I make sure not to put paint all over my candle light. And yeah, I'm just splattering some more white in the background. And a little bit on the tree, but not too much. I decided that I want to make a gold frame inside the painting. You could do that as well, but it's not necessary. It's your choice. I'm doing it though. You could also, if you like, make a gold frame outside the painting here, if you prefer that. But I measure up to make a line gold frame inside, and I measure up 1 centimeter all the way around. To begin with, I draw the lines with a pencil. Then I pick up my gold ink pen and draw it in. Make sure the ink is dry before you continue with the last 2 lines. Oh, I love that. And then you could add in a Merry Christmas writing if you prefer. It depends on what you are going to use the painting for, but I thought it should be a greeting card, so I'm just trying out where the text could look nice. No, not up there. I think down here will look the best. I kind of like that. And here to the left you can see the demo I did for this video, and here I added the frame on the outside of the painting. That's nice too, I think. Well, that was it for this video. Thank you for watching, be well and see you again soon. Bye bye.